What's up, brother? Right, so like you. It's Deuteronomy 17. So like you. Deuteronomy 17 and 15. Right? Book of Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. And it reads, Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee, that thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. Hey, right. Hey, so the Lord is saying, hey, don't be choosing these other nations over you. Right? Don't be choosing Joe Biden. Don't be choosing George Bush and all these so-called other nations over you. It says, from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee, thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. Right? So when you voting for all these other nations, hey, that's breaking God's commandments, man. Right? We breaking God's commandments. Right? Want to bring that out. But again, man, our people got to get out of this world, man. This world shows nothing but rape, rob, and murder, man. Right? Our people are in this mindset that this world, and in these other nations too, they in this mindset that this world is going to continue forever, and it's not the case. Right? This world is not going to continue forever. That's why all of these things that's happening to America is because this the Most High is putting his hand all the way down in America, and he's touching this place. And the more of our people that's waking up to their true biblical nationalities, that's when more hell and more destruction and more famine and more wars and rumors of more wars and rumors of wars, more rising of kingdoms against kingdoms are going to be prophesied, right? And it's going to come to and that's going to come to fruition and ultimately fulfilling Bible prophecy, right? Let's get that in the book of Matthew, man. Chapter 24, verse 6. The book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 6. It says, And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Right? And we've been hearing about that. Israel and Palestine, Israel and Hamas. Right, we keep hearing about Netanyahu sending missiles over to Hamas, and they bombing that place right now as we speak, man. Israel just bombed it. I think Israel just killed a Palestinian leader. So these are wars and rumors of wars, right? You just heard China sending ballistic missiles over across Taiwan, and they practicing military acts near Taiwan. These are wars and rumors of wars that you hear about, that you read about in the book of Matthew. That's prophecy out of the words of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, man. Right. So these things is coming to America, man, and it's happening right now as we speak. So if you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans don't wake up to your true biblical nationality according to the Bible, you will be destroyed in the lake of fire. That's read about in the book of Revelation, chapter 15. You will be destroyed in the lake of fire, right? It says, also you hear about America and Russia going at it, right? They're going to and fro, right? They're going to and fro talking about these missiles, right? They're trying to calm these missiles. Hey, the Lord is going to destroy this place, man. Hey, sister, you got 2 minutes to learn your nationality according to the Bible. You got 2 minutes for the Lord, right? It's the truth. All right, so our people don't give a damn, man. Our people want to continue to call themselves black, African American, like all these other proverbs and bywords. And since y'all got 2 minutes to learn something, y'all got 2 minutes to learn something. All right, our people don't want to learn who they are, man. Right, our people want to keep going, walking to and fro without a care in the damn world, man. Right. All right. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Right? It says, see that ye be not rumored. and see that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass. Right, but the end is not yet. Right. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. And all these are the beginnings of sorrows. So this is just the beginning of what we're seeing right now with Russia and Iran and China, right? These are just the beginnings, right? But I'm gonna go back to you, sister.
Okay.
Right, just as, I'm gonna top it off with some of these curses. Just to prove who we are according to the Bible. Because like I say, somebody might ask you like, what's your nationality? You be like, I'm an Israelite. They be like, well, how you know you're an Israelite? And you could be able to show them in the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, well, you know, we fit these curses in the book of Deuteronomy. Nobody else fit these curses, right? But the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American woman, man and woman, right?
Yes, I'm listening.
So I was at verse 64. It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. I read to you, Exodus 22, that Egypt was synonymous with bondage. It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into slavery, meaning, or Egypt meaning slavery or bondage.
Don't mind me asking.
We do it at 7 o'clock.
And get back that phone call. I'm listening to that.
Okay.
I'm going to get to it.
It says, so and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. Because
no, I'm not going to worry about it. God can provide. I can't stop you. I can't do it. Go ahead.
Okay.
You got it.
It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. Meaning we was going to go into another slavery again. But this way it says, with ships. So when we walked out, when we left Egypt, we walked out of Egypt by the hands of Moses. We parted the Red Sea. We didn't need a ship.
Free.
Huh?
We're free.
Right, we were free. But this Egypt, huh?
You better win with escape.
Right.
They saved us one time already.
Right. So this Egypt he talking about, he said, hey, if you break God's commandments, y'all gonna go into Egypt, which means in slavery or in bondage by ships.
Because he gave you a chance already.
But it said this way, you gonna go back on ships though. He said you gonna go into another Egypt, which is meaning another bondage on ships. What people went into slavery on ships?
Yeah,
we did. This says, I'm gonna read it again from the top. It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there you should be sold unto your enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. So that's prophecy, because we're the only people that went into slavery on ships. So this book was written over 2,500 years ago to prove to you that we would be the Israelites, right? Because no other nation can say that even the Native Americans, right? They went into slavery on ships too. They went from when they was here in the Americas, right? Christopher Columbus back in 1492, and Francisco Pizarro, him and the Europeans or the Spaniards, they came over here and they took them and they brought them over to Portugal, Spain, and they made them slaves as well too. So we're not the only ones that went into slavery on ships. Our Native American brothers and sisters went on slavery on ships too. Right.
I already told you about my situation. I was watching my friend.
Right. So I'm gonna read to you another curse. This book is Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5.
I got 2 lows, and then I got a dry, so we got a little while.
Right. It says, this is the curse. It says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. What happened? What people does that happen to them? Our possessors slay them and they hold themselves like that. Happened to Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland, Fernando Castillo.
When they killed them, they weren't persecuted or prosecuted.
Exactly. That's why I said they hold themselves not guilty. Like that woman, she walked in.
Like I'm hearing you. I'm sorry, but I'm so tired. But I hear you.
Okay.
So if I look off, I'm just
good.
I hear everything. Trust me, I hear my ears are very
open. It's mostly for edification anyway.
Okay.
Right. But like I say, that happened to like
when
George Floyd.
What does that mean?
To edify means to like tell our people.
Guys.
No, so basically edification meaning like when I post this up, you know, it's going when other people watch it, they can go back and they read their Bible, they be like, damn, that's in the Bible. So it's edifying, it's knowledgeable. They
edifying God.
Edifying our people. Giving them knowledge.
Helping them to grow.
Helping them to understand who they are.
Okay.
How they Israelites. How they God
so you said edify, because edify can be edifying anything. So I'm saying it's not edifying.
So we had
like yourself or what?
So I'm edifying the watchers. So like when you go home and you watch a video, it will be edification for you. When you watch those videos on YouTube, it's gonna be edification for you.
I got you.
Right. So these are like I said.
So therefore everything's helpful.
Exactly. Right. So these are some of the curses how you prove that, because you got people in our land that's calling themselves Jewish or Israeli. What happens when you put the suffix "ish" on the word? Like if I say you childish, does that mean you're a child?
No. But you up child.
You acting like a child.
Right.
If I say I'm coming to pick you up at 7, does that mean I'm coming to pick you up at 7?
Around 7. It's
Around
in that
7.
area. It's in the area.
If I say that I'm Jewish, does that mean I'm a Jew or I'm not acting like a Jew?
Yeah.
So those people that call themselves Jewish, they're not the real Jews. I'm gonna show you what the Lord said about the people over there.
I never thought about. Now that's new. I know the behind that they're not the real Jews, but I never thought about that. Thinking about it like that, Jewish and how.
Yeah.
So it's good you said it. I never thought about that. That makes a
This
lot of
is what
sense.
Yeah. So this
That they got enough nerve to call themselves Jewish and not think about
and
it.
not Jews.
But not think about that. That's what that means.
Because
So they basically boldface telling us that they know they're
They
not
stole.
Jews. They know they're not Jews. But they telling us
They
that.
identity.
I'm
thieves.
Jewish.
Right. They identity thieves.
Rich, kind of rich, but I'm not rich. I'm Jewish.
I'm gonna show you.
But
What
I ain't
the
really.
Lord
I'm
said
blackish.
about-
I ain't black, but I'm black.
Right. I'm gonna show you what the Lord said about these people.
Oh, that's a whole show called that. You're right. Go ahead.
It says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty. This is Christ talking. He said, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, talking about us, the real Jews. But thou art rich. You rich because we don't inherit the kingdom of heaven. It says, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
So blasphemy is like lying.
Exactly. He said, I know the blasphemy which is a filthy wicked lie. I know the people, they say that Jews, but they're not. They're the synagogue of Satan.
Straight up.
This is verse 9, verse 3 and 9. It says, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I am Lord. So the Lord is saying at the end of the day, He's gonna make these fake Jews, they say they're Jews, He's gonna make them worship before you. They're gonna be worshiping your feet. But you gotta come back to your true nationality as an Israelite and repent, keep God's commandments. Right. So this is the whole thing, sis. I'm gonna read you this, so that you know that you're an Israelite.
Well, I know, but you confirm.
Right. So you will be an Israelite most likely from the tribe. Open up your side. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you something real quick.
I wasn't trying to bother. I got to watch the clothes.
No. I want
Okay,
to
so-
show you something real quick.
Get out. My ankle's not.
Look it over.
Hold up.
Right. This book of Mark, book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 15. It says, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Right? So it says, beware of false prophets, man. Beware these false Christians or these pastors in the church. They say that they prophets, man. They're not prophets. If they're not reading thus saith the Lord, and letting you know that you're an Israelite from which tribe, hey, they false prophets, man. And the Lord is telling you, beware of false prophets which come into you in sheep's clothing. but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Right? You shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Right? Because every person doesn't bring forth. Okay. Because every person don't bring forth fruit, and not every tree gathereth a fruit. So you have to understand that. You know, you want to be able to, you know, if you're a pastor, or if you call yourself a pastor, or if you call yourself a prophet, you got to be able to bring forth fruit and not just a tree. Because there's many trees, but who are gathering fruit? Who planting seeds so that they become fruit? Or who are gathering seeds, or who are planting seeds that they become thistles, meaning nothing. Right? It says, ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit. Right? So if you're a good man, which the Lord resembles, the Lord describes trees as men. So if you're a man and you're not bringing forth good fruit, what does the Lord say? It says, a good tree cannot bring forth. It's like it says, verse 17. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit. So if you're a person that's edifying, and you bring edification to the lost sheep, the Lord is saying that, you know, you bringing forth good fruit. It says, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. So if you're an evil pastor, right? If you're a pastor, or you call yourself a prophet, and you're not teaching the sheep, you're not sowing seeds, and you're not bringing forth good fruit, the Lord say you bringing forth evil fruit. It says a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. So if you righteous, you can't bring forth an evil fruit. You can only sow good fruit. Right? It says neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. So if you evil or wicked trying to teach, you can't bring forth good fruit. It says every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down. So at the end of the day, if you call yourself a prophet or a pastor, and you bringing forth no good fruit, you're gonna be hewn down. I mean, you're gonna be chopped down, right? It says, and cast into the fire. Wherefore by fruit, therefore ye shall know them. Right? Y'all sisters take my flyer. Y'all take my flyer. Right? It says, but he that wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. Right? Because in that day, hey, all our people, they're going to be crying out to the Most High, man, when all hell breaks loose. Right? When famine comes, when destruction is coming. Right? Our people are going to be crying out to the Most High. Hey, but what is the Lord going to say to them? Right? It says, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. It says, many will say unto me that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. And the Lord's going to say, hey, you might have done all these things, but he said, I never knew you. Right? Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Right? The Lord's going to tell you in that day, man, hey, he never knew you, man. Why? Because you wasn't bringing forth good fruit. Right? Because you was corrupt. Right? You were still in the world. Right? You wanted to do what you wanted to do. Hey, the Lord is going to chop you down, man. Hey, if you wicked, if you corrupt, you cannot bring forth the good fruit. Right? You can't plant your seeds in nobody and tell them that they can get the kingdom of heaven. If you wicked, if you corrupt, right? If you practice in idolatry, right? If you into all these different religions, right? The Lord is saying that you corrupt. He gonna chop you down at the end of the day, man. Right? Bring this out. In Mark. Oh, it's like, let me bring this out in Joel. Judges, it's like. Hey, brother. Book of Judges, chapter 2, verse 17. And it reads, and yet they would not hearken unto their judges, but they went a whoring after other gods, and bowed themselves unto them. They turned quickly out of the way which their fathers walked in, obeying the commandments of the Lord, but they did not so. And that's what's wrong with our people, man. They don't want to hear the words of the Lord, man. Right? Back in the book of Judges, they did not want to hearken to the voice of the Lord, man. And that's what happened. That's what's going on right now. Hey, I'm asking our brothers, I'm asking our sisters, hey, y'all got 2 minutes to hear the words of the Lord. Y'all got 2 minutes to learn something. Y'all got 2 minutes to learn your nationality. And a lot of people don't want to learn nothing, man. A lot of people just want to get drunk, like smoke weed, beat holes in thoughts, right? Live their best life, right? And don't want to repent. A lot of people don't want to repent. A lot of people don't want to come back to their nationality. A lot of people don't want to do what's right, man. A lot of people want to celebrate this wickedness and this folly, right? Let me bring this up, man. But how people don't know that who the Lord is, man. How people think that the Lord is all hugs and kisses. The Lord is coming back to touch this place, man. And it ain't gonna be all fun and games. It ain't gonna be no joke. Book of Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. It says, the Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Hey, our God is a man of war. Right? The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is coming to destroy this place, man. And the Lord ain't coming out for hugs and kisses. Right, to pat you on the back, to let you sit you on his leg like Santa Claus. The Lord is coming back to kill people, man. Right? We'll bring this up, man. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 39. Right? The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 39. See now that I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Hey, and that's the Lord, man. The Lord is telling, hey, he kills, man. The Lord killed people, man. Right?
I'm listening to you. I'm back. I'm sorry.
You're all good. But no, I was just saying, oh yeah, it was giving you.
Yeah, excuse my language. I'm so frustrated with everything.
You good, sister.
I'm just glad he wasn't in that car because I don't lose. Anyway, could you finish? I'm not trying to mess up with your I'm so sorry.
But basically, this is the end all be all right here. Let me get to the point. Book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. It says, and now Israel, what does the Lord require of you? So now you know you're Israelite. What does God require of you? Right? It says, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good. But like I told you in the beginning, we get into this situation for breaking God's commandments. To get out of this situation is to do what? What we got to do?
Follow his commandments.
To keep his commandments. So out of the 10, do you know the commandments, any other commandments that we should be keeping?
I don't.
All right, so I'm going to give you some.
Can you give me all of them? Well, I know it's a lot more than what they show, so just give me the...
I'm going to give you as many as I can,
okay.
And you can go on that YouTube and we give you a whole list of commandments.
Okay.
All right. So this is the book of Leviticus.
So, sorry, as far as I'm telling you, this is about a documentary, but everything, you take your time. I'm here, I sent them on their way, so whenever you're done, you're done. I'm right now free, but I made, I don't know, I guess it is good. I made a decision, I'm not even going back that way. I'm going to send his folks to him. Whatever I have, I will be escorted there with my people to get my stuff. I can. And then you see the type of people he hang with. Yeah. They're not even my age bracket anyway for me to be around them. And he older than me, he 40. Right. So I just, that was the final sign that I let that go. So even though that was my ride, I'll find a way. Even if I gotta walk this shit back. Right. Or if I gotta send it to him, he'll get it. I can't do it. I gotta.
Yeah, the Lord gonna make a way for you. Like I said, if you
he has 35 years for nothing.
Yeah, if you hearken to these words and you repent and come back to your God, he gonna make a way.
I'm not worried about it. I know God.
He ain't never failed our people as long as you came back to him.
And trusting him too. I trust him. I'm scared. I ain't gonna lie.
You should. That's why you should fear the Lord. That's why I told you. That's why I just read to you Deuteronomy 10 and 12, because you gotta fear the Lord. Right? If you don't fear God, you don't fear when he got.
You shouldn't fear man, you fear God.
Exactly. If you
I don't fear man. I do fear God, but I fear my situation because I have trusted God and I have wound up in a situation. Probably play out for my hand a little bit, so that's probably about right now. I'm just saying, God, I don't have nothing. I don't have.
You said what?
I don't have anything. I don't have nobody. My baby been taken away from me because of misunderstanding. That's because families just talking casually amongst themselves around a social worker, and it's a lot to it. So I have a 7-month-old, and she's not in the system, but she with my family members I don't trust,
Right.
and I don't. But they don't value me, so I don't think they. I know I'm gonna put a past they gonna do nothing to my baby. I know she okay, but that's mine.
Mm-hmm.
Her dad said forget her a long time ago, and this other baby said, so that's my mistake. Should have made twice. So now I was here and I was planning on going back and just doing what I had to do and putting up what I had to do to get where I need to go. But I can't do that because I see either he gonna die or I am. Just being real. And at this point, probably him because God gonna protect me. He and his mind is, I could pray for him all day long, but you can lead the horse to water, you can't make him drink.
Right.
I'm protected by God. He's uncovered. I'm covered.
Right.
And the reason why I say that, I heard everything you said. I let you talk. I do everything for a reason. I'm not lost to nothing. But when I asked you a question, I meant it. If I asked you a question and I didn't know, it's because I didn't know. But like I said, I was just trying to confirm what I already knew. And when God said me to do something, I do it. I don't question it. So obviously, if He told me to do it and I did it, obviously He's gonna make a way for me to be okay. I'm not looking for no man, but I know I'm not meant to be alone.
Right.
When God sent that man my way, I guess it's not for me to find him. First of all, I'm not looking for none. It said a man that finds a wife. So I ain't looking for one. But if he ever send that man my way, which he will, I want to open my eyes to that too. He will, but that's not my focus right now. My focus is getting myself together. Now I'm lost right now because I know I don't have no road.
Okay. Well,
So basically, I'm back at the same place I started because I left there. But it's okay. I haven't been in this situation before. I just don't want. I know for a fact I don't even be side of town anymore. Well, not the side of town, 100, we in 100. This is actually the area my auntie stayed in. And I know my family already got left, but I just don't need them to know this situation because my baby, where she will be after this will be a state, is she going to be with them or me or strangers, adopted. Because of a misunderstanding. Because some families just talking, so they got nothing to do, but they talking to grown people who not for us, white people who don't want us to have our kids.
right.
So that's what they did. Now when they realized that they opened the doors to some other stuff that wasn't even supposed to happen. Could have been avoided. They weren't just casually talking about stuff like they ain't friends. And now my baby is at a risk of being taken because my sister is literally for surgery, brain surgery today because she has cancer in the brain. My auntie lifestyle, my auntie lifestyle is not up to par to have my baby, even though she's not going to actually watch her. She's in that household. My sister, not saying it because I know God has a healing, He can heal her, but her too, in a way, and I'm not judging her, but I'm just being truthful. The way she had it, and her life, that I guess they say karma or whatever, but the way the laws of gravity work, she got a lot coming to her. And I just pray my baby's not in the facility when it does. You know, when your karma affects your people. And I don't want my baby to be affected by stuff that she got going on when her karma do come. And I ain't just talking about what she has done to me, just being her sister all my life. I know some karma coming because of things she has done. And I just don't want my baby to be a part of that karma.
Right.
So I'm trying to do all I can to get myself together. So that's why I'm kind of stopping here to get my eyes up so I know, God, if I'm going to trust you, I'm going to trust you. So I'm going to see if I can confirm everything I need to know right now. That's my decision today. So I already made the first step to say let that stuff go. So I did that. So I'm trusting you, God, and I'm asking you not to let me go. Because you all I got right now, God. So.
Yeah, so I'm basically...
Back at square one.
Yeah, so basically, I'm gonna read this.
Alright. I'm listening.
Once you come back to your God and realize that, like I say, if I ask you your nationality again, what would you say? What's your nationality?
Identify with none of them.
What's your nationality? Of course, exactly. Right, so once you come back to your nationality, come back to your God, whose real name is Yahweh, not Jehovah, not all these other names that they say. His real name is Yahweh, and his son name is Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh
Not
Shai.
Yeshua.
Not Yeshua.
Yeah.
That's
Yahweh
Yiddish.
Shai.
That's what
Yahweh Shai.
That's what these fake write. That's what these Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Yeah,
And God's name is
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Right. That's why you ever remember like these movies there, you hear these Native Americans like they saying the Lord's name.
In their language.
Yeah, right. In the Paleo Hebrew, Yahweh. That's power in their name. So when you go
They
home
were
and pray,
praying.
right. So when you go home and pray with your head covered, facing the east. They say,
Nah, you have to tell me a couple more times before we get over so I can catch on to it.
Okay.
I'm purposely forgetting. I got a lot on my mind. So
I'm a
Yahweh.
right.
And
So I'm gonna read you some commandments before you go, so you can give you a start on what you gotta be doing. So, right, this is Leviticus 11:7. It says, "And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven for it, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you." Do you know what swine is?
pig.
Pig. You eat pig?
I have.
You eat it now?
No.
All right. So
I'm trying to get away from it. I haven't ate it in 3 days because I haven't ate it 3 days.
so you can't eat
I
no
don't
more
think that
pig
right.
forever.
I got
The
you.
Lord is saying it's a pig because if you look at what swine do to our people, that's why our people are number one in gout, high blood pressure, all these other
I have high
sicknesses.
blood pressure.
Yeah.
Just knocked out a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
All these other sicknesses is because the Lord is telling us not to eat these foods that we put in our body. That's why you look at the pig will eat anything. The pig will eat a dead body if you put it up in front of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the pig is like,
So with catfish. And why from they love it?
and exactly that's what I'm about to keep reading, right? So no more pigs. Because if you love God, I'm gonna read this real quick.
It won't be hard.
The book of John, chapter 14.
Especially when you ready. When you ready to do what you gotta do, ain't hard.
The book of